everybody, how's it going? Welcome to part 6 of The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past Let's Play. So, off screen, I went and finished our upgrades for the arrows and the bombs, so we have max capacity. So now we're ready to finish up the rest of the dungeons. Yeah, screw that guy. Welcome to Ice Palace. The worst dungeon in the game. For me, anyway. Now, this dungeon was tweaked a bit in the GBA version for its final room to make its puzzle a little less complicated. But we're not going to see that. Pardon me. This is probably the second dungeon where we're going to get the most use out of the Bombos medallion. Don't worry about that room on the right. It's the other side of another room we'll come through. It's also really there to waste time. I think I show it off, though. Oh, I don't. Okay, good. Because we'll see it when we come around. And yes, ice physics. Ugh. Yeah, like I said like I've said before, you don't, when you're using bombs to deal with the switches, you don't want them too close. And now we have a new enemy, Stalfos. And they cause lag. Well, at least that one does. No, never mind, there it is. This is another good room that works wonders for this sort of crap. Because of all the spike. Well, that works wonders for the magic cape. Though your hookshot actually can help stop you from moving too. Oops. See? This room is also good to have the magic cape around as well, so you can avoid that thing. That fire bar. Loot stuff. That floor switch there opens the door on the left. So, I was getting horribly unlucky, but you can actually spin attack all of them all those guys at once. If you don't want to do that, you can just bombos them. Ignore them. They don't matter. If you kill them, if you kill the ones on the previous floor, though, a chest appears, and that chest will contain bombs. Yes, I'm gonna use the hookshot. Yes, I'll use the hookshot a bunch to move around in this dungeon. Just ignore all these enemies unless you're looking for them to drop stuff. Yeah, so that's what I've always done. I've always just dashed south. It helps me dodge all of those spike balls? Alright, we'll be coming back for that chest. Yeah, so here's the other side of that one room I mentioned earlier. There's nothing you can really do in this room on the other side. Though if we wanted to, we could leave through that door. But we actually do not want to, because we still have stuff to do on this side. That crack on the right side wall is fake. Dope. There we go. So with the big key in hand, we can get our item now. The blue mail. That'll teach them. Those two holes there, they'll lead to fairy fountains. I want the items. So, the one you want is the block on the other side. So we're gonna have to come around again. We don't care. So now this door on the left is of importance. Go away. I was aware they were under there. I want the items because I want, well, magic is what I'm mostly after. I believe the statue on the right, if you need to open this door again, will open it. And, well, it's time for the boss now. Say hello to Cold Stare. The first step is to get rid of his ice shield, which we've already done. Now he splits into 3, and now the fight really begins. Just, yeah, spin attack them for more damage. Though, use the magic shield too. Not the magic shield. The magic cape. Because despite my healing, oh my god. And that was Ice Palace, everybody. Ooh, she's green. Yeah, I'm not going to bother to read this one. So, with that, like, so we have only 2 heart pieces left to get, and we don't need them right away. Our next stop is actually the next dungeon. Yes, we understand. Yes. Yes. But yeah, before we head to the next place, we might as well quickly get another potion and a fairy.
Thank you.
Alright, some guard was a jerk putting a mine in front of my house. And so, onward to... I don't know if anyone's opinion... I don't know the fan base's opinions of this dungeon. We swam under a whirlpool. One of the last times we're going to be using this medallion. If not, I think it is the last. Welcome to Misery Mire. Now, I don't think this dungeon is hard, in the sense that you can get lost. I think the enemies are just really tough here. Oh look, the spaghetti monsters. We haven't seen them in a while. See? Wizrobes alone did 2 hearts of damage. Ow. Ow. I don't know why I just stood there. This is a room where you got it when you want to be on constant move. Yeah, sorry about that, everybody. I was just playing playing very carelessly. What in the world are you doing past me? Ah, I get it. Wrong turn. Should have kept your magic cape there past me. That's what we needed. Because now with at least that first key, we've officially torn this dungeon apart. Rude. Alright, so, we're done there. You know, what is it? Okay, what is everyone's favorite opinion, or not favorite? Sorry, that was kind of dumb. What's everyone's thoughts of this dungeon? Like, it's unanimous that Ice Palace is disliked, but what does everyone think of Misery Mire? Look, more flying heads. But these ones are they're blue. We don't need to wait for this room. And those torches are done their business. Oops. Don't you hate when you take a wrong turn? Hey, don't worry about them either. I suppose the hookshot might be able to help a bit. Wow. That was not a torch, that was a wall. So that just expanded this room. Or at least it gave us a hole. But there's a thing up north if you need to talk to Hasrilla. I just wanted to show that was there. I believe it takes you to a ferry. was the point of that? I have no words. Okay. We got the Cane of Samaria. This is probably one of the more of the fun items to use in the game. Pardon me. And we'll see. Nice. Sorry for the delay. I say that because of what it can do. You make blocks, or you can make that block disperse into fireballs that go in four directions. So, but also with that block, you can throw it at the enemies and hurt them too. So you have multiple ways to hit the enemy. So up ahead is not really important, except for this switch alone. There is a room to the top left that'll give you rupees, but I don't care enough to go and grab them. You'll see it from the other side of this wall. Well, you didn't really see the rupees, but where that anti-fairy was, there's rupees there. Misery Mire was an interesting dungeon when I was younger. I don't think it was the most confusing one, but anyway, it's time for the boss. It's another eyesore. Say hello to Vitreous. His gimmick is to get his smaller eyeballs to come and attack you, and occasionally he'll shoot lightning at you. And then, once you take out all of his little eyeballs, he comes after you. And there you go. Also, if you step into the water when he's there, when he's firing all his little eyeballs at you, you do get hurt.
Dude, because of you I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. And again, he captured us because he couldn't break the seal of the wise men with his power alone. And then, using the wizard Aghanim as his pawn, he drew us to the dark world. After cracking the seal with our powers, he sealed us inside these crystals, and then gave us to his loyal monsters. But Ganon didn't plan on getting this far. Now, Princess Zelda's waiting for you at Turtle Rock. Do you understand? May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce.
So now we're gonna start making our way back up Death Mountain. Go away. But actually, no, that's not true. We actually have a couple more things we got to do. I think I mentioned it 2 parts ago, but remember Link's house? Well, let's go to it in the Dark World now. I have no idea why I ran directly into that sign. I do know you can run through them in the GBA version. So, unless you really need bombs, this place is not important, but as soon as Turtle Rock is the only dungeon left, this big bomb becomes available. So, let's take it with us. It's our new buddy. Damn guards. In this case, the cow equivalent. Also, high noxes from your tempered sword take 3 hits now. Not the sword beam. The sword beam always has the power of the white sword. Or of the sword. Oh yeah, also like with the chest before the bomb, don't run with it or jump off cliffs. But now, press A and you'll drop it. A mysterious pond. We just ditched our sword at everybody. Hello, did you drop this?
I like an honest person. I'll give you something better. Your sword is stronger. You can feel its power throbbing in your hand.
No, come back. So, this fountain's purpose is for the tempered sword and the bow and arrow.
Hello, did you drop this? I like an honest person. I like you. I'll give you something important. These are the silver arrows. You need them in order to take Ganon out. And Ganon's power is to blame for my appearance.
So for those of you who are unsure, just think of the silver arrows kind of like the light arrows. I have no idea what I was thinking there. Go away. So now the high noxes, if you were to attack them with the sword, they'll just take 2 hits. That's the smoothest run up the mountain yet. And tactics. One of the franchise's more annoying enemies. But before we head to Turtle Rock, we need to grab one more item. Another item that's good for defenses. That always happens. One thing I can't use in my other items when I use the magic cape, because otherwise I would use the hookshot there. And all of these do is replenish your hearts. I think they expect you to restore your health, but I just said screw it. So the cane of Burn. It's its functions is to puts a barrier around you, but any enemies that touch it, will get hurt. It's also handy for fighting bosses, depending on the boss. Like, yeah, I do know it's helpful for fighting Mothula later. Doe. I really hate that enemy. Because it, like you just saw, you can get yourself set up in such a way that like you can't get past them. Quack. Oh yeah, and alright, so one last thing to do before we actually hit a Turtle Rock. Oh, you bastards. In the GBA version of the game, this area becomes a spot you could use your flute to get to. You just have to come here first, of course. So we have an assortment of chests to grab here. That was close. Why did I do that? So ultimately I said screw it. I know how to do it now. I generally never really go to my way to grab these unless I really need to. But I guess we needed them. We were kind of short on rupees anyway. So if you're unsure of the route, use the Ether medallion. It'll show the path for a second. Now the crack on the right has there's nothing in it. They won't produce a hole. I'll soothe your wounds. And up there is just some fairies. So if you need some fairies, there you go. Alright, we just need one more heart piece. And one more heart container. But where could that heart piece be? Doe. The jellyfish is like, what did I do? So now we're ready to tackle Turtle Rock. I wish that landed on him. And here's what you need the Quake medallion for. So, once the door opens, I guess I'll see you all in the next part. Until then, take care.